Howdy, welcome to BanjoBenClark.com. This is your home for learning how to play banjo, guitar, and this week mandolin. I'm Banjo Ben, your host and your teacher. Today I'm going to teach you a great old fiddle tune called Big Sciota, which oddly is what we used to call my 11th grade English teacher. Anyway, today I'm going to teach you a great version of that, and here in a moment, if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, I'm going to ask you to go over to the website, BanjoBenClark.com. Let me tell you what you can get over there if you're a Gold Pick member. Not only can you have access to hundreds of videos and tabs that I've already put up, but you can have it for this lesson as well. It's a 2-page tab in both PDF and TEF file form, exactly as I performed it. Then I've got 3 different speeds of guitar rhythm tracks for you to download and practice along with, and about a 30-minute video lesson where I teach you how to play each and every note. We talk about techniques and backup methods for this and how to chop the chords, all that stuff. Okay, so I'll be excited for you to come over there and join me as many of you have. Let's dive into the first measure of Big Sciota. We're going to learn Big Sciota. I've heard it pronounced Sciota, Sciota, all kinds of different ways, but I think it's Sciota. And there's also several different chord progressions, little nuances that you might hear in it. I'm going to teach you what I most commonly hear as the chord progression. This is a typical fiddle tune, so it's got 2 8-bar A parts played back to back, 2 8-bar B parts played back to back, and those A and B parts have different chord progressions. Now what I've done is I've made the first A part and the first B part more simple so that you can establish the basic melody and you can learn this song. But then I also heard on my Facebook page from some of you who really wanted to step it up skill level. So my second A and second B part, I've put some extra tricks in there and stuff. But I'm going to show you how, even if you're a beginner player, you can learn this by playing this first A and first B part 2 times in a row. We're going to start off with a kickoff. If you were going to play the song in a jam, the mandolin was going to start it. This is something that you could do to kind of establish the tempo. It starts in measure 1. Notice I do have pick direction arrows between each one of the, beneath each one of the notes. So down arrows is down stroke, up arrow is up stroke. The kickoff just sounds like this. And there's any number of combinations and ways that you can do that kickoff, but that's the one that I have written here. Just kind of that galloping type kickoff. When we get into measure 4, that's where we really kick into the song, just walking up that D string. And then our first beat of measure 5, we're going to get into the tune. We have 5 measures of G chord here, and we're going to be playing around the same little idea back again and again, okay? We're going to start there on the 5th fret with a quarter note, so 1 beat, and then we're going to play it again, 8th note, 2nd fret. So measure 5 sounds just like this. When we get to measure 6, we've got 2 8th notes to start it off. Then we have an 8th note rest. That's where our downstroke would come. So we're going to come back in with an upstroke on the 4th fret and walk up that scale again. So measure 6 sounds like this. In measure 7, we're going to kind of repeat that idea again that we started in measure 5. We're going up a little bit higher. Again, in measure 8, we have the exact same measure that we had in measure 6. You can see how this idea kind of repeats itself. And then in measure 9, we're going to start building towards a C chord in measure 10. So we're going to start going up the scale. Measure 9 sounds like this. Now the little trick that we have in that measure is that on the 3rd beat, I slide from 1st fret to 2nd fret. We've got quite a few slides in this song. 1st fret to 2nd fret on the A string. That's at B flat to a B, and that just gives us a little bluesy taste in there a little bit. Then we get to a C chord, so our notes change a little bit, and measure 10 slowly sounds like this. One more time. So I'm going to start back in measure 5 at the start of the A part, and we're going to play through measure 10 slowly. Ready, go. And if that wasn't slow enough for you, there on the website I have another video where I play the whole thing through even slower than that to make sure you get it. Now when we get to measure 11, we're starting to end the first A part, so the first 8 bars of the solo. We come back down the scale, starting on the E string, 5, 3, 2, open, 5. And then we go back. So measure 11 together sounds like this. And then we've got this same old measure, measure 12, that we've already played twice before. Okay, so at this point, at the end of measure 12, if you're having a hard time visualizing all this, just make sure on the website to check out that slow video, and also I have the MP3 rhythm tracks that really help you along with the TEF files. But here in measure 12, if you're wanting a more simple version, you could go from the end of measure 12 back to the start of measure 5 and play that again, and that will give you a complete 16-bar A part. Now if you're wanting to step it up a little bit, we're going to go into this second A part, measure 13, and we've got some just some more difficult stuff.